I was like in shock. Like I just couldn't really believe it. Hey everyone, my name is Sarah. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my new diagnosis I got from my psychiatrist a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen my previous video talking about my bipolar disorder, I'll put those up in the cards for you, and then I'll put links down in the description as well for you to go check those out. But previously I had kind of falsely assumed that I had bipolar 2 just based off of some of the symptoms that I had seen. However, whenever I saw my psychiatrist, he confirmed that I have bipolar 1. I was like in shock. Like I just couldn't really believe it. And I even questioned him, like, why did you put down on that paper that I'm bipolar 1? Because I'm clearly not. Like I had even written notes and I had written out all of my bipolar 2 symptoms and was just like, okay, here you go. This is what I have. And he was like, okay, here are your papers. This is what you have. And he said I have bipolar 1. And after kind of talking over my confusion with my counselor a little bit, she has helped me kind of realize that that is my actual correct diagnosis. Now, what makes it so confusing in my case is I experience bipolar 1 a little bit differently than some people do, than most people talk about experiencing it. The difference between bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 is the mania. And so mania for most people is a state of euphoria. Everything feels great, feels awesome. It's like you're on top of the world. You can do anything. You're not scared of anything. And you typically are involved in like risky behavior, you know, going out and spending tons of money or doing dangerous things, like things that you wouldn't typically do. And that's just not what I have experienced. I experience a lot more of the depression than I do the mania. For me, what I thought was hypomania, which is actually mania, is just this elated state. I feel more self-confident than I normally would be. I am so productive. I literally cannot stop thinking about all the things that I'm going to do, and I'm just like constantly planning ideas in my head and wanting to work on things, and I just can't shut up about it. And I'm sorry to my family and close friends, but you get to hear all about it. But what takes it a step further for me and puts me into the bipolar 1 category is that I have what's called Dysphoric Mania. And that's why it's a little bit harder to pinpoint that it's actual mania, not just hypomania. But Dysphoric Mania is whenever you are experiencing mania, but you're also experiencing depression, hence dysphoric instead of euphoric. And so whenever I'm having my mania symptoms, I'm also in depression. This is also referred to as a mixed episode in the bipolar world, and so we have finally pinpointed after he diagnosed me with having a mixed episode this last time, which I was aware that's what I was having, and so he confirmed it. But after doing some more research on that, I've come across the term of dysphoric mania, and so that really has helped me, I guess, come to terms with my diagnosis of bipolar 1. Not that I had a problem with it, I just didn't believe it, like I didn't think it was right. But now that I realize my mania is dysphoric, not euphoric, it makes a lot more sense. Although I do have, you know, I would still call it kind of hypomania, euphoria, but, you know, it's bipolar 1, so we still call it mania. So anyhow, that's my new diagnosis, guys, and so I no longer refer to myself as someone as having bipolar 2, it's bipolar 1. But one thing that my counselor reassures me of and is helpful is at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you have bipolar 1 or bipolar 2. One of them is not more severe or more serious than the other, and it doesn't mean that you're a worse person because you have bipolar 1 or you shouldn't have enough help or support just because it's bipolar 2. It's all bipolar, and it's kind of like autism. It's like a spectrum. So I'm just embracing what my diagnosis is, and I'm still working on getting the help that I need. So I just wanted to update you guys on the process and let you know where I'm at. So I hope you'll go watch my previous videos, continue to share these videos to help educate other people on bipolar, and we will do this together. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.